Aloha, welcome to On the Porch, the longest running virtual gathering of Hawaiians and Hawaiians at heart, right here on the Sandwich Island Social Network. And our ohana have all checked in. We already did our sound check, and the thing we didn't do is we didn't do brain cell check, and we're going to start with Wiedemeyer first. Wiedemeyer, did you bring all of your brain cells, Wiedemeyer, with you? It's important.
I check in. The ones they're moving around. Let me find them. Hold on. Yeah, they him. I get them.
Okay, I was just checking. And Keone hasn't been. Keone, welcome back. We miss you. And I know that you have a busy schedule, but I'm glad that you're back, Keone, because Marty was starting to say things about you, Keone, and I'm glad you're here to defend yourself. He said you was handsome. He said that you were a
Oh,
great. Yeah, I know, right? How dare him? So,
I wish I had some money.
oh, now, Uncle Larry, you alluded to 1777. Would you like to elaborate on that, please, Uncle Larry?
The best last place team in all the divisions in the NFL is the Kansas City Chiefs, but it's 17-17 against the New York Giants. It's a good game. Yeah, still 17-17 with 3.5 minutes left.
So it wasn't
Wow.
1776. It was 1717.
But the Kansas City Chiefs is the best last place team of the 8 divisions.
And that's
okay.
why and that's why Uncle Larry, it shouldn't be 17-17 right now.
Okay. I thought he was talking about the year, because he's Uncle Larry is very good about giving us information, historical information, and things of that sort.
That
And he
was a
comes in with
bowl.
he comes in with the ball score.
The Chiefs should be stomping the Giants right
It's
now.
football season.
Okay,
It
all right.
lives and breathes football.
And November is my best month. World Series
Okay.
football.
That's right.
Wow. Okay. All right. So Uncle Larry is in sports heaven in the month of November. All of the sports all kind of have a critical mass right there. Do you have multiple screens, Uncle Larry, that you watch the sports on, or
Well,
you
I'm
switch?
downstairs now. I got this screen downstairs, but
Oh,
yeah, some people, like in the old days, you couldn't
Oi.
flip TVs too much. My boss used to have about 5 TVs on Saturday and Sunday, all the different channels, But oh man, I get glued in on one game. I usually stay with it, and I flip to the other one on commercials. But generally, like last Saturday, Michigan State, Michigan. Oh, what a game, man!
Yep.
37-33. Woo! And the
How about
Rams.
Fresno taking out undefeated San Diego?
Yeah, right. And the Rams manhandled. Who did they play out? they manhandled
Texans.
them. Yeah,
The Texans.
The Texans. They were leading 30-something nothing, and they let them score a few points, and the final score was, what, 40-something 22? But that's the first time I see the Rams in entirely control of the game in a long time, man.
huh.
Once in
So
a
I know
while,
the
they become the Lambs.
Packers played this past week, and it was a fairly close game too. There was a little bit of an excitement at this at this house over here.
Oh, yeah.
They kind of squeeze Okole a little bit, but they kind of sneak by as well. Nancy joined us. Nancy, aloha, welcome.
Aloha. I would have been here
Nancy,
sooner, but my picture is upside down again.
Nancy, where are your daisies? Where are your daisies? You got the lighthouse, but where are your daisies tonight? We don't. Is this really you, Nancy?
It's me.
I
Yeah,
It's me.
your daisies got hacked there. We come to
Don't
expect
talk
that
about hacking.
hacking. I know.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was going to put a picture of my cat with his Halloween costume on.
Oh dear. Um, So that's right, Empty Heady. You guys went through a patch of people hacking. You had what your email too, right? Was
It
it
was
your?
just email, thank God.
Okay, all right.
But when I say just, I mean,
Hmm,
I had, organizational lists
sure.
all wiped out. And
Yeah.
then all these,
Mm.
oh me, I need a favor. Uh, I need you to go buy some Google cards for my nephew, my nephew's birthday, and I'm too busy right now. And what else? All kinds of stuff. And everybody was calling between my cell phone and the home phone.
And several people got sucked into that. They thought we were on poverty or something. That we need some assistance, so they bought some gift cards and this.
And
Oh,
where do we send
Wow.
it?
Embarrassing, man.
I I was thoroughly embarrassed and really pissed.
okay. So was it
It was
uh,
okay. I sent to my classmates and the ones on my longest list, my classmates and the Hawaii Club, I sent them a sample of what it looked like. It looked like an email from AOL, but in the, I guess the heading or the sent, it was a name with a Verizon.net. And then it gave the spiel, and then at the bottom, it had 2021 AOL Incorporated. So I thought, okay, because it said if you didn't respond by a certain time, your whole list would be wiped out. Oh, not wiped out in that sense in those words, but really,
Hmm.
you couldn't access your
Hmm.
list.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing where they take a chance and they know if they send this to
And
a
I
million people,
and I got sucked in.
all they
But
need is
but
500 of them.
I was not the only one. I found out my girlfriend in Gardena, who has an AOL account, my other one of my classmates who has an AOL account, they got sucked in too.
Hmm.
So I didn't feel too stupid, but I did feel stupid and
Always err on
and
a,
embarrassed.
you always err on a side of caution. If you kind of wonder, just don't click it. Don't click your what you call it links and all
But Auntie, I gotta thank you because now my car has a new warranty.
that. I tell you,
There's
shit.
so many of those letters going out though, and they look exactly like the real thing. And you got to look at the email address. And so many of those email addresses will be a .uk address.
Right,
Oh
right,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, those I
Wow,
don't trust.
really?
Yeah.
I never trust those, but this was a Verizon.net.
Several
Yeah, but
years ago,
Verizon, AOL wouldn't be using Verizon.
yeah, several years ago, I got a real easy one. I got something from Bank of America, and Bank of America was spelled wrong.
Oh,
Can you imagine that? This guy might have been in the
Uh,
Congo River on a bicycle on a cell phone, and you've seen that joke before with a guy calling for a warranty, and then he ends up talking to a guy on a bicycle in the Congo River, handling his warranty. What a world, man!
So
well,
when we get the call for the warranty, we refer them to Ken.
well, Kamaka won the lotto, right?
did you
Kamaka
see
won
it?
the
that's
lotto.
right.
On the,
$73 million.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Shoot.
no, 17 million.
Ah,
uh, and I put it out there. I did need some privacy to process this bit of new information. I asked for some, please do not go to ancestry.com. See if you guys are related to me in any way, please.
Too late, bro. I went check them.
Okay.
It's so
I'm waiting
good.
for.
I'm surprised they got Hetty, because she's good, but they even got her, so it means that they can get her. Look out, man, because she always
Yeah.
alerts me, and I'm the one who, hey, when something comes on, I don't even touch it. I don't even X it out because sometimes the X means whatever they want, So I leave it and I get off the computer, then I go on again.
wow.
Sometimes Control Alt Delete is the best thing you can do. Right there.
Yeah.
Sometimes your computer will start talking to you. You have entered. This is Microsoft. This is Microsoft calling. Your computer has now a virus. Please call 1-800 blah blah blah, and we can help you with it. Your computer has been what they were compromised. Your computer has been compromised. This is Microsoft tech, and you.
Years ago, that went around a lot.
Still going.
Still
Um, And so Control Alt Delete is the best thing you can do because it just shuts your computer down and then fire it back up again. Yeah. And hopefully.
Let me try them now. Hold on.
Yes, please do. No, but okay. Here's my question at the head, Uncle Larry. When that happened, I know you have in-house tech support.
Oh yeah.
What did he say?
Well, he was kind of nice about it, but he knows that, he knows we're older. We're 2 generations or whatever above him in a way, and he knows we're old school. But he warned his mom about this, and he sent us an email. He said, "Hey, it's really prevalent right now.
Yeah.
Be careful."
Especially with the holidays coming up and stuff.
Err on the side of caution. Period.
Well, and
Yeah.
he does have really, we do have strong, what do you call them, firewalls. Everybody uses other stuff. We have this system called Brave, and it's really, it charts how many attacks on your computer per minute. And I can click that one little icon that I have up in my right-hand corner, and it tells me how many malware. It's very, very powerful. He has to because that's part of his job.
Yeah.
It's he just said, "Mom." He didn't scold me. He just said,
Be careful.
be careful.
But you know something? These hackers are so good. The good guys are hiring them to come on their side to prevent the hackers from. It's amazing, man. They always seem like it's natural in life. The crooks are always half a step of the good guys. Always.
Yeah.
Because
they are.
if not, you wouldn't have crooks. The good guys will always be scraping and trying to hustle and chase them, but the crooks will always be a half a step ahead of you. Amazing, man.
So we understand that these are not individual hackers. What they've done is they have developed a program, right? And this is all done automatically. So it's not just, not one guy over there typing in a bunch and targeting you. What they have is programs, and these are robo email. Think about a robocall in which a computer makes, and the same thing with the ones about your car warranty or blah 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 blah. They've got programs. They got programs that has either all of your phone numbers all inside there. These are telemarketer programs, right? So they could have thousands and thousands and thousands of telephone numbers, or thousands and thousands and thousands of email addresses. And all they do is activate that program, and that stuff just goes up like that. And so that's what they call phishing, phishing. They're looking for someone, a lot of people will just say, just either delete that one. But out of all of that, hundreds of thousands of people, someone will click on that email and will do it, And so they are very good. These programs are so amazing. And to your point, Uncle Larry, these programs are getting more and more and more effective and efficient as time goes by. So the internet, social media, and all that, it definitely, and using our email, so convenient, and it's nice to. However, we always got to keep our, defenses up, because we don't know how it's going to be affecting us.
How's that song go? Welcome to my world.
Yeah.
Well, I got an email from Microsoft, and I thought, wait a minute. I've just bought new Microsoft software and everything. So I went over to Staples and I showed it to my tech. He says, it's a hack. He says, see up here, Microsoft in their email address always says Microsoft.com.
Yeah.
Support at Microsoft.com or something like that. And this didn't. It was like a .net.
Or Gmail, or like she said, Verizon, any of those.
Yeah. And which it never occurred to me to look at that. I just panicked with the contents.
I think the rule of thumb, the rule of thumb is anytime you get any email from a financial institution or whatever it is, maybe that you do business with, right? Chase Bank or AT&T or Verizon or Microsoft or whoever, an email, and it gives you the number on there to call and all that. Go to your own directory and call the company on the number that you are familiar with. I can get one from Chase Bank, your account has been blah, 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 please enter your account number right over here and get into your account and correct it or else blah, blah, blah. Like, no.
Yeah, but you know what? They are getting so wise now that they are even using the phone numbers that are in your phone book. And I had my bank account hacked 3 times in 6 months. And the first time it happened, they called me, and now my bank, I've been with them for close to 50 years. So they know me really well. So they will call me for stuff like that. And they called me up and on a Sunday, and the call said my bank name and the phone number that was in my address book. And so I answered it. I never answer a phone number if I don't know who it is. And I answered it, and they asked me if I'd been spending money in Kentucky. I said no. And he said, well, we found that someone's been charging your card this weekend in Kentucky and somewhere else. So we're going to send you a new card and blah, blah, blah. Well, something, I don't know what it was, but something just sounded fishy to me. And the only reason I even talked to the guy, like I said, is because it was the phone number. It was their actual phone number to the local branch. And so I went down to my bank on Monday morning and they said, no, we never called you. And I gave them a phone number change. In the meantime, they were getting a hack job and they were trying to call me, but they were calling the old phone number. So it was, I mean, it's like, you can't even trust that though anymore, the phone number. So now I don't give them any information. I turn around and I call the branch myself.
Right. And that's my point. You get in touch with, the good numbers that you do know. But like you say, Uncle Larry, I just said a little while ago, Nancy, every time you get one defense up, they're putting other stuff up there and they're keeping it going. Yeah. Just be real terrible. Cautious. And there's this other one that's been going around where you get either a phone call or you get an email that a relative of yours is in trouble.
In jail.
Yeah.
In jail, right? Have you seen that one?
Oh yeah.
Right. So that's been going around.
Yeah, your grandson.
Yeah, your grandson, blah blah, and needs your help, and all of that. And it has definitely they hooked a bunch of people. By the way, there's a very cool website, and it's called Snopes.com. SNOPES. S as in Sam, NOPES.com. Snopes.com. It's a site that is kind of a clearinghouse for scams and for conspiracy theories and for just stuff that's out there. If you hear, and sometimes I'll see something and I'll go, and I'll go to Snopes.com and boom, that it'll be right there. This has been going around on the internet since 2017. It's coming around again. It tells you, and this and this and this is happening and all that. I go, okay. So it's a very cool site, Snopes.com. You might want to go check it out. It's got a lot of information, and they always update it with the latest scams and stuff that are out there. So that's kind of helpful. But yeah. Yeah,
they kill a lot of those rumors.
They do, right? They do.
When we look at all this, when you think about it, on the plus side, I hate to say it this way, on the plus side, this kind of makes life a little exciting for us.
Shut up.
Sorry, I don't need that kind of excitement.
That excitement I can do without.
You need to find a better hobby.
You know Uncle Larry's theme song. He's a man that likes to live in danger. Secret agent man, secret agent man.
Oh, man.
Good point, Uncle Larry. At least you see that, and then your heart start going, the blood start pumping, and you say, "Hey, what's going on?"
And the brain stops. The brain absolutely stops in a panic.
In fact, one time I actually called Kamaka and said, "Hey, do we have cousins in Nigeria?" I just bailed out cousin Alex.
Let me tell you, my niece, I can't believe this. That Nigeria thing's been going on so many years.
Oh my God, decades almost.
My niece actually fell for that and sent the money. She sent everything she had in her savings.
Oh.
And it's like,
Ouch.
how could you fall for that? The oldest scam in the world.
Yeah.
And she was crushed. And she said, I was just trying to be a nice person. And her mother's like, honey, you can be a nice person, but you don't send them thousands of dollars to a stranger.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Oh.
Yeah. Her granny, her grandson is in jail in Miami or in whatever, in Cuba or whatever. And, her grandson, so they play on their fears and all that. And send $1,000 for the bail and all that. And people do it, especially older people.
Yeah. I got one that said that Keone was in jail. And they said, better send money because he was in jail. I said, leave him in there.
He's probably guilty, right?
Yeah, they call me about my relatives. I'll say, you can have them.
I would send an email back. I said, give him an ukulele. Enough. That's all. Go give him an ukulele. That's all. No, never mind. That's all right. We joke about it, but it is certainly.
What was wiped out were all my organizational lists,
Mm.
and I had to reconstruct that. Fortunately, my contact list was reinstated up to the August of this year. So not all was lost, and the important stuff, but I had to reconstruct, my hula classes, my alumni groups. I just like, oh man.
Her friends that she and I knew from first grade didn't want to email her because they were scared. They knew something was funny, so they emailed me. They said, Larry, what happened with Hetty? We got this email. Then I explained to them, I said, slow down. I said, Auntie Hetty got hacked, and she's trying to straighten it out, and so calling me or emailing me, but
I guess I just got one this afternoon. Seriously, no joke. No joke. I just really got one this afternoon. And it's maybe you guys have seen this where somebody will send you a Facebook message and they'll say, is this you in this video? Have you ever got one of those? Is this you?
Open those.
It says
several months ago I had one of those.
Yeah. It says, is this you in this video? And I took a look at it and it was from in fact, I don't even know what his real name is. It's Bear. His name is Paul and his nickname is Bear. He lives up in Hemet or up in that area up there. And I've met him at a Ho'olauea and I know him by face. I know him and a couple of years ago he lost his wife. Nice guy. And his name is Bear and it came from Bear. And I looked at it and I said, is this you on this video? And I went, oh. So I answered, I said, hacked. I just answered like that. Yeah, I just put hacked. And then right after that, boom, I got a notification from Bear that says, hey, if you get a message from me, folks, I've been hacked. So in that case, change your, somebody got a hold of your password. Yeah, your Facebook password. And then another one, what was the other one? It was the same thing. Facebook message. I go, it says, hello, how have you been?
Exactly.
You see that? And I go, and so, I know a lot of people, so I don't recognize the name in this particular case. And I go, aloha, like that, aloha, like that. Oh, I know. I did recognize who it was. And it was very strange for them to be addressing me it's either, how's it, brah? How's it, uncle? It was, hello, how are you? Right. And I go, right. So I answered, I am doing fine. How are you? And okay, I am doing, in other words, hey, so I know, so I like play for a little while. Okay. So I answered, oh, I'm doing fine. They go, have you heard about this government funding now You guys seen that?
Well,
Have you
yeah.
heard about?
got one
Have you heard about the?
from the
You
president of the school board.
Yeah, something like that, right? In which there are now grants up to $50,000 is available. I have already got mine, and so forth. And so I answered. I said, "Oh yeah," and it was somebody that I knew. I said, "Oh yeah," so, and I knew that her mother had passed away. I said, "How's your mother doing?" "Oh, she's fine." I said, "Oh, when did you talk to her last?" "I was just on the phone to her." I said, "You son of a bitch." I said, "You're a son of a bitch." I said, and I went blue. I said, bam! I just went blast him right there, and I blocked him right there. And then I had the phone number of that. I called him up. I said, "Hey, she goes, he goes, yup, I got hacked. I got it. Yup, I got it from you." So yeah, that stuff is going wrong. You got to be real careful too. Yeah.
I think
But-
Kamaka is sometime, very rarely, it's going to be bona fide. You're going to be a bit stop. You know what I'm trying to say? We're paying the penalty by being, you know, we're we're just handicapped. It's very difficult because sometimes you're going to miss something that's bona fide because you're so, scared of
Yeah.
it getting hacked. Man, that's
Yeah.
bad. But eventually, all the governments of the world, some countries are sanctioning this. They know they got hackers in their country. I don't want to name names, but you guys know. They know that. But the whole internet going to get ruined, and everybody going to lose out unless they come to some kind of control on a common basis. Whether you're from
Uh,
here, there, or whatever country, but you're going to ruin the system.
yeah. The internet definitely is a wild, wild west. No question about that.
They are, like you said, always one step ahead of us.
Yeah.
Always,
Yeah.
always ahead of
Somebody that's always a step and a half ahead of us is Marty. Um, and Marty is very good at staying ahead of the grid and everything here. So what's been going on, Marty? You've been making sure that these people aren't hacking you, and you're good. Everybody's good.
Yeah, I always try, but I want to come clean on something from last week.
Oh, good. I'm glad because Keone's here. Good.
For anybody that was here, last week, you might recall this. My mom was a very quirky person. She did her best to embarrass her kids all the time, and she would dance around and sing and do stuff that quirky. And so when Patricia came home one day with this thing here, and it was my mom's, I guess. I don't know if you can see this guy.
Oh.
This little.
Aw.
So she said, "Oh, that my sister had told her." Well, this was my mom. She recently, or at some point, got this thing, and it played music, and my mom would dance around and be her funny, quirky self. So last Monday when we were going through the Zoom thing here, I'm staring at this weird looking thing, and there's a little button that says "press me." So I pressed it. If you guys remember last week when this thing started, and then once it started, I saw people reacting to it, and I couldn't get it to shut up, so I threw it on the bed, hoping it would silence it a little bit, and it kept going. And then later I told Patricia what I had done. She goes, "Oh, all you had to do is tap the button again. It would have turned it off." And everybody was like, "Oh, that's somebody's phone is ringing or whatever."
Oh, I
being
remember
said.
now.
Oh, yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
But I was
Marty,
just looking at this. I was looking at this silly looking thing, and that red button that says "press me" kept.
Show that again, Marty.
Can of worms.
Show that again.
What a
You know
worm.
what, Marty, and that's your mom. That's your mom just laughing, and she is giggling. I am sure. I never had the
I was
pleasure of
thinking the
meeting.
same thing.
Right?
Yeah,
I never
especially
had
when
the-
I couldn't get it to shut up. I throw it. I even threw a pillow over it so it would try to quiet it.
Oh, that that was your mom, and she's just laughing. I never
Oh
had the
yeah,
pleasure
yeah,
of meeting her, but if she is any reflection of you, you're just
That's
just
a
a
special
sweetheart.
gift.
It is. Well, thanks for remembering that and telling us the story.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything that night because I was still trying to get it to shut up when everybody was like, "Hey, somebody's phone's ringing."
I thought it was somebody's phone, because we all have different
Yeah, and
ringtones.
somebody was blaming me. I know. Looking at my phone. My phone wasn't doing anything.
But see, that's what happens when you stare at that press me button for too long. I pressed it.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, thanks for sharing that, Marty. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. God bless your mom. God bless your mom. Oh
Yeah,
my.
she was funny like that, doing those silly dances and yeah.
You know who makes really funny sounds when you press his pico is also DC. If you ever get close to DC and you press him, he says a bunch of things. DC,
Oh,
you, what have you been up to over at Home Depot, DC?
Actually, I've been off for 3 days straight.
Oh my good. Oh,
oh,
Vacation.
oh.
that's the vacation before the Christmas rush.
Is that what it is?
We had this thing called Honey Do This and Honey Do
Go to work. Go to work. More easy.
her
More easy.
list
Go to
is
work.
called to now, to right now, and to like right now. No, but we enjoy each other,
No,
we're-
what's happened is the way the weekends on Sundays, he had Sunday off, which was from last week paycheck. And now he's got Monday and Tuesday off today for this week's paycheck. And it just happened as Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But they're in
Nice.
pay periods.
Well, it's really complicated, no?
You, you lost.
Harry understands, Ken understands, they understand.
I love my job though, because
You lost me at last week Monday. I don't know.
Yeah,
And I was so lazy. He went out and got the Halloween candy yesterday. Of course, he gets what we like. And he dressed up in his Home Depot uniform with a Home Depot hat. And he has black gloves from Home Depot. And he turned them inside out and they're orange. So he is my Home Depot candy man.
Those pictures.
Nice.
I posted it on Facebook
Those
yesterday.
are good pictures.
DC.
Oh goodness,
People
goodness.
And we had a whopping 11 trick-or-treaters last night.
Oh.
Only 11.
11?
Nice. See, you got your favorite candy now that you can eat.
Oh yeah, exactly. And on my apron it says DC on it. So people are asking me, what does DC stand for? I said, it stands for disaster control. You have a problem with your plumbing, you came to the right place, And what's funny is sometimes guys come in and it appears that they know everything about plumbing and they know nothing. And they try to tell them what they need and they're going to argue with you. Well, that's okay, sir. You'll be back. And sure, they come back, but they tell their wives, that's the guy over there. Go ask that guy,
Tail between their legs, real sheepish.
Yeah. What I love my job. I get to walk around, a lot of exercise. I get to help people. And you know what? They pay me for it. That's what's great. And with the perks, you can't beat the perks for us. Because when this COVID first started, boom, right away they give you 80 extra hours, so you can take care of your family. Because a lot of the kids couldn't go to school or
Trying to arrange babysitting.
So
That's nice.
they gave us 80 hours, and then they turned around and gave anybody over 60, so 65, another 80 hours. And if you get hano or asthma or you get diabetes, that was another 80 hours. So I get plenty of hours, No can do nothing, but plenty of hours.
Well, he used it when he was in the hospital with that cyst, and he couldn't work for like 3 weeks until it all healed.
Yeah.
you know, it was nice to have it. And HR used more of that COVID time as opposed to sick time, so that he would still have some legitimate sick time on the books.
Hmm.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good. Um, I'm glad that you've had that opportunity to spend some time at home, work on the honeydews, and all of that. So good, 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 good.
Yeah,
Some
speaking of the other virus, though, that Momona virus.
the Momona.
Every time I turn around, oop, this tastes better. Ooh, honey, you know what? My wife got a hold of this kalamungai, and she got everything in it. Everything she cooks now, she puts a little pinch in it. Bro, it tastes broke your mouth, bro. I mean, it just, here I am going, I'll have more, honey. More.
Those oils that come from the kalamungai, it's an oil. When you put it into your sauces or soups or whatever's, the oils that come out, they are, no matter whatever you're cooking, but if it's a soup, whether beef or chicken or even fish or whatever,
Exactly.
those oils are so complementary to just about anything you cook. It's such a and it's very subtle, or as Dr. Ing would say, supple. It's very supple, and it complements the flavors. Yeah, really good. It's been really underrated. Not many people, except the Filipinos and us locals, we know the kalamungai, but it is a very underrated, understated flavor.
I'm gonna put them on my burrito next time. On my burrito.
Put them on a burrito, bro. Yeah.
I don't like to use the leaf as it is, just picked, because it's a very bitter herb. So I dry them in the oven and then grind it. So I have, the powder.
Nice.
And that works better for me.
Good. All right. Well, we just been through Halloween and a lot of tricks and treats. So no trick right here, but all treats is Kioni Yanagihara. And so, Kioni, how did you guys make it to the weekend at your place? Was it quiet? Was it,
Well, going back to the virus thing, I got an email from Yahoo, and they said, if you don't update your Yahoo email, to the new version, your account is going to be suspended. So I knew right away it was a hoax, right? So I deleted it. And then I told the wife, hey, you know what, honey? I just got an email from Yahoo, and they wanted to suspend my email if I don't update. She said, I got the same thing, and I updated it. What? You gave them your password? Yup. I said, change your password right now. Okay. And then the next day, I got my Discover statement through the mail, and I was looking through it, and the very last item was an item which somebody had used our Discover credit card in Hong Kong and bought $74 worth of stuff.
wow.
So that must have been connected, So I had to call Discover and explain what happened, got a new credit card, and froze the account, all that.
Yeah.
Sometimes the other half will get the same thing and won't know it.
Wait, Uncle Kelly, wait 2 weeks before you cancel, okay? Wait.
You're not pause shopping yet. Wait. Pause shopping yet.
On top of all that, this morning I had to go get my booster, COVID booster. And I feel kind of not too swift right now, getting a little headache, feel a little feverish. So I don't know how long I can stay on this.
Yeah.
That the Moderna or the
It's tough,
Pfizer?
it's tough to be old.
Yeah, I got my booster. I was telling everybody last week, Monday, I got my booster shot, and side effects, uh, grumpy, intolerable, irritable, gas.
What's new? What's new?
The gas
Regular.
is
Oh,
gave
so normal.
Oh,
Say, how can
I,
you
I'm
tell the
good.
difference?
I, I, I'm always like that.
Sorry, but that's
So
not a side effect.
that means you were
The
healthy.
funny thing is, the first time I got the Moderna, I didn't even feel it. Second time, same thing. And I got my flu shot 2 weeks ago. I didn't feel a thing. And now I got my booster, and they told me that this is only half a dose, and it hurts.
yeah,
So it's the worst.
Darn it.
strange.
So I can just imagine if they gave me the full dose, man, I'd be flat on my back right now.
Yeah, and it affects different people in different ways. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
some folks get it real bad. The fever and the headache, and they're
yep,
down, down for the count for
mhm,
sometimes 12, 24 hours. Yeah, and
yep.
in a few cases longer. And others, like myself, very, very, very little. Um,
Well, I'm waiting on the booster until after we do our video of our Christmas program.
Hmm.
I can't, I don't have the luxury to feel under the weather at all right now.
Mm, mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, understood.
Larry, no, nothing. I had a sore arm, and I felt a little sluggish, and a little bit of a headache, but
Uh-oh.
Oh, cannot hear you, Auntie Hetty. Something happened. Yeah,
sound again.
there
Uh-huh.
you go.
There you
You're
go.
back. You're back.
Well, maybe because I'm not the microphones, whatever. Anyway, she had fever, chills, the whole bit, you know, where her first shot she didn't have any reaction. The second shot she had a fever and a little sluggish. But the third one, she said, oh, she was down and out for 24 hours.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
last week
yeah.
I was at Kaiser to get the booster, and I also got the same day I took the
Flu shot.
flu shot. And they asked me a crazy, I never heard it before. She said, "You want the strong dose or the weak dose?" I said, "I'm not a doctor. What are you talking about? This is a flu now." And I'm right on. I had the Moderna booster on my left arm. Seniors don't want the strong shot; they want the weaker shot for the flu. I said, I don't
Uh-huh.
know. I said, if I die, I die. Give me the flu, give me the big one or whatever. So so I survived.
I I walked into a restaurant, Ken. I walked into a restaurant, and the hostess says, "Do you want a booster?" I didn't realize she was.
Booster chair.
I, I,
Uh,
you have to be really cautious about that. I tell
is
you,
that because they put you at the kids' table?
they put me in the kids' table.
About that, yesterday I walked into the Filipino market that I go almost 2-3 times a week. I walk in, what's the name of the market anyway? The one in,
Yeah, seafood.
yeah,
Seafood
seafood.
City.
By Atisha and Norwalk Boulevard. I walk in there and everybody looking at me, all my and eyes, they're all looking at me. Nobody said, everybody kind of felt funny, So after I walked out, did my business, I didn't have my mask on. That's
Oh,
why they looked at me, but they didn't want to say anything. But on the door before you get in, it says you must have the
Yeah.
mask before
Yeah.
entering. But I guess I
yeah.
got some.
Again? You did that again?
I got some prestige.
Again.
I dared not say anything to Larry because I'm one of the regulars. But I was wondering, funny feeling, they're all looking at me. And I said, "Wonder why?" Crazy, man. But
I think all of us have been in that situation in which you get out of the car
right.
and you walk halfway to the door of wherever you're going. It's normally you take about 10 steps and then you go,
I
"Oh,
gotta go
my
back.
damn mask." So what I do right now on my car, uh, when you push to open, you got a little thing to open the car door from the inside, right? Yeah. I hang my mask right there. So when I reach for a door, it's like right there.
So now I
I
got
hang.
the one you hang around your neck. You know, you can have
Oh
it
yeah,
hanging.
yeah,
You
Oh,
take it off and you let it hang. I got that one too.
that sounds good.
yeah. There's Tashiro's. Aloha, you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Aloha.
Um, thank you so
Hello.
much. I'm glad you're here. Widamaru was beginning to
I was
in,
worried. I was worried.
inquire. Yes, inquire
I
about
was worried.
Tashiro's. I said they may have gone fishing. We're not sure. Um, and but we're glad you're here. We know you guys are in good shape. Everybody okay? Little one doing okay?
I
Good.
thought maybe Stan was back in San Diego, man. I don't know.
Oh,
Hey, the mustache looks good, bro.
there's little one right there. Hi there. She's doing a photobomb over Stan's shoulder, and she's gone.
Mustache looking good though, man. Very becoming.
That was very, very nice. And what was that costume little one was wearing? What was that? That was
Raven from the Teen
the,
Titans.
the cape.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
cute, just cute. Guys, yeah.
Oh, my sister-in-law is very creative. So we just dropped by to say hi but the next thing you know, kids are going to go trick-or-treating, and my sister-in-law talks the little one into a costume, and they just pieced it together with stuff she had laying around. And I'm like,
Cute.
okay, able to
Cute.
do that.
Just cute. Just cute. Very nice. Very nice. Wiedemeyer, we've been missing you. You've been AOL, POW, DUI for the last month.
Oh,
All
was a
of the,
month. Yeah.
it was a month. Yeah. We hope you're feeling better. I know you're kind of feeling under the weather and working a lot too, right? So glad
Yeah,
that
they got
you're
me
feeling
working
better.
plenty now. Shoot. But we never have nobody here come by for trick or treat, but I think maybe I should have turned the lights on. Maybe they would come by. I bought plenty candy.
But you always buy your favorite candy, right?
No, I don't need too much candy anymore. But yeah.
Like Haley
Oh,
was saying, a lot of the guys going to parks and all that for safety, because kind of dangerous sometimes going to people's houses. Too bad.
Yeah.
They got arranged for everybody.
Well, I heard the kids outside, I heard them. I figure. Shit.
but generally, if you have your light off, isn't that a kind of a universal signal that
Yeah.
right? If you have your porch light on, that means pretty much
You're
are
good.
Right.
still good. So the fact that you had a bunch of candies and your light was off is very dubious there, Wiedemeyer.
Nah. I had them on, but we didn't have very many trick or treaters yesterday. I think I had 2 groups come by, and they're old kids, like 12, 13 years old, maybe,
Right.
on that age. So never the little kids. I didn't see any little kids come by. So not too
There-
many.
There's in Thousand Oaks kind of I don't know if it's a mega church, but it's pretty big. If you're going on the was that the 101 outside of Thousand Oaks, you'll see this big, monstrosity of a building, and they have this huge parking lot. And every year they have something called trunk or treat,
Yeah.
right? In which
Trunk or
they pull up trunk or treat. And I guess the whole idea is you bring your car, you open up your trunk, or you open up your van,
Yeah.
and you can decorate inside your van or whatever. So and they invite the public to come into this private parking lot. And I guess it's a safer environment for the kids, right? So they go from car to car or from van to van, trick or treating, instead of walking on the sidewalk with the flashlights. You're gonna get hit by a car or something like that.
Right.
So that's been quite successful, and I saw them advertising that on our neighborhood little thing that we call Next Door. And if anybody has this thing called Next Door,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like
Our church
on that.
does that too.
No, I had plenty of candy left. I took them to work. So,
Well, I would think so. Turn the light on, you bugger. What's the matter?
Gotta pay the bills, so the electricity bill. I didn't have a choice about the lights going off.
Oh, okay.
Nah, just joking, bro. But everything's good down here today, so
Good.
everything's good. Yeah,
Good,
last
good,
week
good.
I wasn't feeling too well, but the week before I was here, but you no stay, only poorly there. So poor stay,
I
but
was,
more. Yeah.
yeah, I had working this multi-day project, and they just finished it up. It's called the Laker Project. I think it's just a working title. They'll probably change the name of it, but it was supposed to be tracing the history of the basketball team, yeah, the Lakers, and it was all a period piece from the 70s. So what you had was lookalikes for a number of these basketball players, and uh, championship game with the 76ers, the Philadelphia 76ers, and then they had a couple of other teams, but all in their jerseys and stuff, and all with a different kind of shorts, right? Back in those days, they were wearing kind of these short, and then the high socks, right? Almost up to their
Knee-high
Yeah, that was the
knee high.
style.
That was the style, right? For the basketball players. And they brought in, and this was over in the LA studio, big, that thing takes up a couple blocks. It's near Echo Park. And we were shooting 15-hour days, 16-hour days there. And one of the big studios, they made it into an auditorium with bleachers and stuff. And it was 500 people on the call, 500 people. And so to move those people around and to organize them, I was pretty amazed as I watched the organizational skills of the groups, because I thought 500 people, it's going to be chaos. But they handle it quite well. And we were all grouped by different color masks. So you had an orange mask and you were a 76er fan, and if you had a purple mask, you're different. And they all orange mask, and so I was booked for multi-days on it. And when they do that, they like having the same people come back. And and it's COVID, they COVID test you every morning when you come in, and you wait 90 minutes until everything is all clear, and then they let you on set and stuff. So yeah. But look forward to that. They were shooting that since April. So it was a full on, and I was there the last week of their shooting it. So it's an HBO, so it's going to be an HBO special. So it'll probably come out sometime mid 22.
And so they gotta feed you guys too, bro.
They fed us very well, absolutely. Plus a what they call a craft place, crafty. They call it crafties. Get snacks and sandwiches and burgers and hot dogs and chips and sodas and stuff. And then the other side is when they serve you food, double lines going through. They move 500 people to those lines, man. And they got those big catering trucks that move in, and they serve you well. They feed you good. Yeah, they do. No question about that. But yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like to call me.
I'm sorry?
I like to call me because I like eat that.
One thing you don't want are grumpy people on your crew, for grumpy actors on your crew. You better feed them good and make sure they're happy, because director comes out and says, okay, I need a big cheer. I need a cheer for this one, because this is the point over here in which I know what happened. And I forgot what day it was, because I worked a total of 5 days over the 2-week period, right? And so it was a period in which the referee is going to throw the ball straight up. And then you had the two basketball players. I don't know if it was Magic Johnson and then the 76 or whoever that was. They call him Juice. There was the Juice, and there was Doc Irving.
No, Dr. J.
Julius Irving.
J.
Yeah.
Dr. J. He was with the 76ers.
Yeah, Julius Irving.
Got it. So they were, no wonder, because I wasn't really up on basketball back in the 70s. I was more into drugs, sex,
Orange
and rock
Julius.
and roll. Orange Julius. So that's what they had. So they had the Magic Johnson and Dr. J for this jump ball. and they had it right over the midcourt, and there's this big insignia, right, a decal on the floor, and the referee's going to throw the ball up, and they had an overhead camera, and they wanted the ball to come straight up toward the camera overhead as they jumped on it. But the referee, he kept throwing the ball, and it would go off on the end, and then you hear the director go, "Okay, that looked good, but let's do it again." We did like 20, I counted 27 times, right?
Oh,
But we just got through eating, and we're very happy, so we didn't mind it. Everybody was going, "Oh, okay, let's do it again." All right, okay, here we go. And throwing it up, and kind of veered to the side. And the poor referee was like, okay, he tried his best and finally they got the shot. And so you hear the director go, "That's the money shot, folks." We'll go, "Yay." So they had,
that's what they wanted anyway, right? For you guys to yell,
yeah. So I guess it had Adrian Brody there. He was playing one of the coaches, and then another guy, Jason Siegel. Is it Siegel? Jason Siegel or something like that. He's another actor that played one of the coaches or whatever. But anyway, that's what I did.
well, I forgot to tell you, I fired my agent because I auditioned to play Magic Johnson.
Did you?
I never got a call back.
Oh, Ken.
But
I was Dr. J. We could have been right there in the middle, Ken.
Oh, man.
I will tell you that I saw some amazing basketball, man, because the kids that they hired were for some of the great, and this one kid, maybe you guys would know, he's a YouTube star. He's a dunking star. He's not very tall, but man, the kid can jump, and he does all these trick shots. And he was on one of the teams, and I don't know what his name is, but they kept saying, "That's the kid from YouTube." There are two of these guys from YouTube that are amazing. Half court, he just said, boom, and then whoosh, right inside. Everybody's going, woo, like that. Amazing shots some of these kids took. So it's going to be
how old a guy? How old a guy?
No, African American.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Black guy. Yeah, black guy. All right. And you know who also is making great jump shots was Stanford Toshiro. Stanford, it's amazing how you move on that court. I said, God, that looks like Stan Toshiro.
Point guard. He's a point guard.
Point guard, Stanford. Where did you get those skills from? I didn't realize you had those skills, Stanford.
I don't know. It just came natural.
Water polo days.
See, Ken, you and me no can make them, but Stan, he get on the movie.
You know what I mean? I mean, there's no
What's that?
justice.
I know, huh? What's that?
They meant to hire the other guy, but I was cheaper, so they went with me.
Oh, okay. So
We'll work
does
for food. We'll work for food.
Yeah, he's not easy, but he's cheap.
So
Yeah,
Rosie,
No.
Rosie negotiate your contract there, Stanford? Does Rosie negotiate your contract? Make sure you get good deals?
Yeah, for one.
For what? These guys.
Well, we'll put that contract out on waivers.
Yeah. And I don't know if you saw Tooele and DC. They've got great voices. There was this trio that was on Facebook today.
Now, where's our agent? Where's our agent?
Wow.
Rosie's your agent. She's very good at drawing up contracts and stuff.
What impressed me was our inflections with our little tilts of our head on just the right note. We were all kind of, just in sync. It was so cool.
That was funny.
That was perfect.
So funny.
We are family, man. I said, it's amazing that
smiles, everything was just so perfect. Marymount quality first place.
And we started talking about viruses and scams and things of that sort. And there is also, and maybe you've heard this term, it's called deep fake videos. Deep fake videos. All right. You can look it up. There's some stuff on 60 Minutes on deep fake videos, and perhaps you've heard about that. They did one with during the election time with Hillary Clinton, in which it seemed like she was drunk, she was slurring her words. It looked like, and so they made this whole thing. And what they really did was they took this video and they were able to manipulate it, slur the audio, so it sounded as if she was drunk. They did one with Nancy Pelosi as well. It looked like she was stuttering or whatever. They did one with Barack Obama, and they did one with Bill Clinton. And so there was this whole, I believe it was 60 Minutes about it is a, it could be weaponized, in which it looks like it's the actual person that is saying it. The voice, everything is, but these are deep fake videos that you need to be very, very cautious of. And so with the election times coming around, it says, you know, it could be used as a weapon to manipulate people. So be aware of that, and at least go check out the video about deep fake videos. It's quite interesting, the technology that is there. Yeah,
They've been doing that for years though, because I used to watch the kung fu movies down Liberty Theater. Was just like that.
you know, kung fu, huh? Yeah.
So what?
Dr. Ken Ing has been behind those kung fu movies for years, Wiedemar.
Oh,
Yes.
that's the one.
He
I
has.
mean, those were just fabulous, man. Absolutely good. Sonny Chiba, always the best.
I like the ones that go, "Run, Godzilla! Run!"
Yeah, those are good. Those are good.
Those, talk about that. Those old theaters, and Uncle Larry probably, and DC, and you know, back home, famous theaters. Chinatown had, I think, like Liberty Theater.
Kung fu movies.
Kung fu movies. Palama Theater, Uncle Larry. Yeah.
Palama Theater was down by Tamashiro's store, but Liberty Theater right on Mauna Kea Street, I think.
Yeah. And was it Toyo Theater, I think. But
Toyo Theater.
in that whole Chinatown area, right? We catch bus to go downtown, right, Stanford, and was like 25 cents or really to watch, and you could watch the whole series, you know. You go every time, the whole series, you know, and the samurai movies too with what was that,
the Toyo, right? No,
Toyo.
Yeah, theater. Yeah.
Blind Samurai and
Dae Zatoichi.
Zatoichi. Oh man, we grew up on those movies, man. We really did.
The Kazikozo one used to come on Saturdays.
Kazikozo.
Yeah, that's a good one.
1995 AD.
You
have a bear chained up, and somebody would kind of box the bear. I kind of remember that. I was about 4 or 5 years old.
What kind of movie is that?
Oh, that wasn't a movie. It was a bear, and it would box with, you know, by Mauna Kea Street, and but you know, north of Chinatown.
They're looking here. I know.
Okay. This is not a. You're not talking movie. This is real. This is real.
Real.
Okay.
Chinatown when I was small. But also there was a taxi cab. I still remember the name, Rose Taxi Cab, in Honolulu, downtown. And you know what the phone number was? You got to be senile if you can't remember this.
Number 1.
5555.
5 5s.
That was the actual phone number. No area code, of course, in Hawaii. In those days, just 5 digits. 555. I still remember. And I remember the name, Rose Taxi Cab.
And then you can go see the boxing bear.
Boxing bear. Wow.
I saw that in the Block Arena at the wrestling match. The bear.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Sorry, Ken's turn.
Nah. Well, you know, I'm going to take my time just to tell you about this fabulous person I know doing, who's a a newcomer to yoga, and she's taking over. In fact, he's
Is that
teaching next Sunday.
is that right?
Leone, I mean, he started off sitting in a chair, right? And so I would like tell him, we would be on the mat and he would be in the chair. And I go, okay, for you, uncle, you do this, you do that, you do that. Well, I don't know how time goes by, a few weeks, maybe more. Oh, I see him putting his mat on the floor and getting his, I'm like, oh, okay, all right. Now he's like saying, wait, don't we do 10 more, repetitions? Well, okay, let's do 10 more.
Right on, right on.
I'm telling you, Auntie Hetty, you better watch it. You come back.
I was AWOL yesterday.
Yeah, that's yeah. Well,
Yeah, we were waiting for you yesterday.
He's pushing the pace, pushing the pace. But one thing, we all got our microphones on, and Keone's birds are chirping away. Everybody's going, where's those birds coming from? Oh man.
The bird's like those magic seeds he has.
There you go. There you go.
Good one, Tuila.
No, Auntie, those aren't seeds, those are mushrooms. Okay,
Oh.
Mushrooms.
Seeds that he was.
I wouldn't know. This is what I learned from Kamaka.
No. We're strictly on hearsay.
Yeah.
And not, I'm just kind of tagging off of that because you talk about mushroom seeds and whatever. Nancy had residual comedic responses to Popeye's chicken. And you kind of had to be there to understand. There goes Nancy; she's losing it. We on Wednesday. Oh, Marty, is that you? Marty,
That's not me. That's not me.
Press the button.
Not me this time.
That's me, old people's pill time.
Save the day. A good one.
Marty, the way you, I didn't know you were ventriloquist, Marty. Could you throwing it all the way over to John's, to Keone's over there? Oh, where was I? Oh, Popeyes. So unless you were or tuned into or saw last week's Babu's Crew with Stan and I, on Wednesdays, it is the crew makes it so funny. What I do is I will set up a picture or a phrase or a sign that I've seen just to see what the crew would say. And there was this one from Popeye's Chicken, and it said on the sign, and I don't make this stuff up. I see it, I copy it, and I boom, post it. It said Popeye's Chicken. It said their special was chicken poopers. On it, they do sell poppers, but it was chicken poopers on there, and so everybody riffed on chicken poopers, and it was the funniest thing. And so Nancy posts a couple days later that she was going down the street and she saw a sign that said Popeye's Chicken, and she immediately just couldn't stop laughing. And I said, this is kind of like residual. When they used to have the pill called Contact, and it said it was time release, medicine. Yeah, so this is time release comedy. Is that a couple of days later you see something and boom.
Well, don't forget, Kamako, back in our younger days, those were called flashbacks.
Yeah.
Well, you know what the worst of it was? I'd made a few posts about the Popeyes and I couldn't stop laughing. And so I go to help my friend out. She's handicapped and she hasn't been out of the house in like over a year. And so she had been telling me how she wanted to have some Taco Bell. So I told her, okay, I'm going to come over tomorrow and I'm going to take you to Taco Bell. So we get in the car and she said, no, we're going to go to Popeyes. And I'm like, I mean, I don't like Popeyes anyway, but she's trying to be nice. And she said, I saw your comments about Popeyes and I thought you do so much for me. We're going to go to Popeyes instead. That's my treat for you. I'm like, oh my God. So I had to kindly explain to her what this was all about. But oh my goodness. So and then she said, well, I sent Kamaka a friend request, but he said they speak 3 languages over there, and I don't know if I'd be able to understand him, but I sent it anyway.
Someone had posted.
She totally would not understand.
Had posted the Baboos crew, and they said somebody had posted, "What is a baboos?" You know, they wanted to know.
Oh yeah.
How do you define a baboos? You know,
You should have just put Stanley's picture and pow.
Oh, I wish I had thought of that.
Poor Stan. I'm going to tell Stan you said that. We
I should have thought of that.
And this past Friday, we had Andy Bumatai on the Aloha Friday show. And normally when I do a show, I'll do my research so I know about them and what they do. Like I had Bobby Madero, I researched his music and the groups he was with and all of that stuff. Yeah. And so with Andy, you know, I said, Andy said, "No need to do any research. We just wing them. Just you know, like you and I said, yeah, we could just take us that." And so I had absolutely no, you know, any notes at all, but I did pull up a bunch of pictures. And so normally the guests will log in about a half hour before the hour and I will show them what I have. And so I said, you know, I got about 15 pictures over here. You want to, let me show you. He goes, no. I trust you. You know, I said, he goes, you know, I said, oh, you sure? He goes, I know you're not going to have one of me in the shower or something. You know, I know you're not going to embarrass me. I trust you. You know, I said, okay. So we had some vintage pictures that we were showing back in the day and stuff that he really enjoyed. And one of his mentors was Mel Kabang. And of course, Mel passed away about 2 years ago in Las Vegas. But what a colorful character and just a beautiful man. And Mel Kabang was one of his mentors back then. And so we had a chance to talk about, you know, his time with Mel and all that stuff. So it was a good one. And so that'll be up on our YouTube channel by Wednesday or Thursday. We'll have it up if you missed it. All of the videos that we have, we post on our YouTube channel. And so that's always fun as well. Yeah, good. All right. Wow, we went from viruses to chicken poopers to kung fu movies. I love it on the porch. Oh goodness. And to baboozes, I know. Yeah. They say where that word came from. I said, well, it's actually a Portuguese word. It's actually a Portuguese word. And you know, Hawaiian Pidgin English, we kind of picked it up as meaning somebody that's kind of lolo or somebody that's kind of silly. And we just said, you know, the Baboos crew is just a little comedy break during the week just to get a little bit of laughter and to get silly, and enjoy that too as well. Yeah, good fun.
And that we do.
And I have to tell you, Kamaka, Stanley plays his part so well.
Natural. He's a natural.
By the way,
exactly.
He's a star.
When you get
by
the
the way,
baboos, you get the baboos.
by the way, I will load up maybe 20 or 30 signs, pictures, and stuff and I say to Stan that, I'm not going to show you this. I want your reaction when you see it for the first time. So he's going,
Priceless when
okay.
he does that.
and I just can't wait just to get him, because I'll pop one up there, and it could be like kind of borderline, it could go adult humor if you kind of kolohe a little bit, and it's right there, and he'll stop, and he goes, I know you testing me. I'm not gonna go there. Yeah, I don't want to go to Facebook jail. No, I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, then the other
one
one you get him.
posted Popeyes.
The other one you get him laughing for 2 minutes before he says anything.
Too bad it's on Wednesday. Gotta work. I never seen him yet.
Yeah. That one from last week is already up on our YouTube channel. So if you want to go check that one out from last week, that one is up already, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, as well. But thanks. Yeah. And I know it's in the middle of the week, and you're working, and you've got other things to do. But if you're around, Marty and Nancy, you guys are so great to come out and take an hour out of in the middle of your day over there at 1 o'clock it's 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock, Nancy, on Wednesday, and 12 o'clock on Friday.
I know, but Kamaka, that's only the second time I've ever watched that, because on Fridays I normally don't. I only watched Andy and Henry.
Got it.
And I'm blonde, okay? I'm blonde,
Oh my goodness. Well,
blonde with wisdom highlights.
I like that. All right. Well, I'm going to let's see what happened here. Oh, there. Okay. There was a thing that came up right over Marty's face. It said cancel. I was going, no. Marty, your mom, she is just laughing and enjoying setting it up. All right, and so I had a comment that we have to take a picture, and everybody has to smile, because if I post something and you're not smiling, I'm going to hear about this. I don't want to mention names, Nancy, but
A minute. The one that she took was a good picture. You put up some other picture, and I looked like I was asleep.
I put that one on purpose. I'm going to put this one, and Nancy's sleeping. That's the one I'm going to post.
I was looking down. It looked like I was asleep.
Just hide behind the pain pills.
All right. On the count of 3, everybody, a big smile. Nancy, are you smiling? Okay. 1, 2, 3. I got Nancy smiling. I'm loving it. Uncle Larry often asks me, goes, Kamaka, you gotta do a Filipino joke. And so I said, okay, so I have to do, and this is for Uncle Larry, as we come to the close of our time together here. And so this guy walked into this place, and he says, you guys get Portuguese sausage over here? And the Filipino guy says, no. Are you Portuguese? The guy goes, what are you talking about? Just because I asked for Portuguese sausage, you asking me if I'm Portuguese? What's the matter with you? If I came in here and I asked for French fries, would you think that I was French? No, sir. And if I came in here and asked for Belgian waffles, would you say I was Belgian? No. I don't. And if I came over here and I said, do you have Russian dressing? Would you think that I was Russian? No, sir. Then no, why you think I'm Portuguese? Because this is Home Depot.
You reeled us right in. You reeled us.
Can I add a quick one?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I was on a computer last night. One of the hula girls sent me a joke, and it said, this guy went to get his Moderna, whatever, his booster shot, and he was driving home, and everything started to get blur, blur. He came home and he called up where he got the shot from. He said, should I go to the doctor or go to the hospital? What should I do? They said, no, do not go to the doctor. Do not go to the hospital. Come back here and pick up your glasses.
I love it.
I cracked up because I was reading it. I didn't know the conclusion, I just,
Um,
yeah, Betty.
Oh, God.
I love that. I love that.
That's a good one. Put that
So just thank you, Uncle Larry. I love that. Good looking glasses. So what we and depends if you are around. We're going to take a run out to Huntington Beach on Sunday to the Aloha Fair. It goes from 11 to 6, and I'm just curious how that runs. We're thinking if it works well, and if it's an operation that looks like it's okay, that because they're supposed to have it the first Sunday of every month is what I see them advertising. So I had thought that I'm going to go down and check it out, and I think DC and Tuila, I think you guys might be available there, or if anyone else wants to join us, give me a buzz.
I'm going.
I'm sorry.
I'm going.
Okay,
What is
awesome.
it? What is
awesome.
it supposed to be? The Aloha Fair. What is that?
It says it's got live music. It's kind of like a whole Aulea type thing, I think, and they got vendors and they have food. They're supposed to have a fire knife dance at the end of it. I don't intend to stay until 6 o'clock dark or whatever, but I thought we'd just roll out, get there when it opens, stay for a little while, and then roll back up to see me because I work the following the next day early, and then Kay works too. But we want to come down, and so if anybody's come down, we let's communicate. Let us know, and we'll call each other, and we can meet, and we got to see if you're available. Some folks
Post them, brother, so we can know where to stay.
Okay, I think I posted it on the message board, but I'll post it again.
Okay. Okay.
On it. Yeah. If you're available as well.
Tuli. Yeah. I think him and his.
I think he's involved. Yeah, he's involved in that too. And also then on November 20th, which is Saturday, Auntie Jerry and Tui's son, Pepa Latui, has a concert in Long Beach. And it's supposed to be, it says it's in the garden area, so it's supposed to be open area.
Long Beach Museum of Latin Arts. It's in the patio area.
Okay, you've been there. You've been to that one,
yeah.
that area before. Okay. So is it stationary seats? Everybody brings their.
Yeah. No. It's stationary seats.
Okay. All right. So tickets are available for that as well. So talking with Auntie Jerry, and could we come out and support her concert as well on that. So cool. Great to see everybody. Good to see you're healthy. Please stay healthy. Be careful out there. Keone, good to see you. I'm glad that you're coming to your own yoga. And the good Dr. Ing is very impressed with your yoga skills.
I'm not.
Wiedemeyer, it's great to see you. We missed you, and we're glad that you're here. Good that you checked in. Want to make sure we were gonna send a posse out to come find you.
I never make yet. I'm okay.
That's it. Okay. All right.
All I have to do is look for the yellow school bus.
Yeah. So Uncle Larry, Auntie Hetty, DC, Tuila, Marty, Nancy, Stan, and Rosie, thanks so much for joining us. Always a pleasure. You guys have a good week, and we'll see you either for Boo's Crew or Aloha Friday. I have a young man. His name is Kalai Parrish. He's from the Big Island, and he does a lot of country west. He writes his own country western country style music. He's quite good. In fact, he got nominated for a Hoku. So I wanted to kind of get hit.
Won a Hoku this year.
He won this year. Okay, I missed it. I missed it this year. And so Marty hit me up on that. Said, hey, you heard about Kalai Para? I go, yes, I've heard his stuff. He goes, well, you want one Aloha Friday? I said, absolutely. So um, he's going to be our guest on Aloha Friday.
You ever hear of a group that plays on Oahu, Hawaiian Blend?
That sounds familiar. I don't remember.
His dad plays with a group, Hawaiian Blend. They've been
okay,
playing a long time, but yeah. So anyway.
All right, everybody. Have a good week. God bless. Love you all. And we will see you soon. Aloha.
Peace.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Aloha.